Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Lord, for another day to trade. And this is not financial advice, educational purposes only. Thank y'all for tuning in. So, PRs will be coming out here in 1 minute. It's been a wild morning. I'll tell y'all more about it in a second. I haven't traded, not from trading. I wish that was a reason why, but I made it. I'm here. And I want to talk about this play some. I ended up playing it last night, even after I posted my flex your gains. Played this retest up here, caught a nasty flush on it. I was waiting for food. I went to pick up some food and it wasn't ready. And while I was waiting, I just played this one last night and it actually turned out pretty nice. So let's see if there's any PRs coming out. But the reason I brought this one up is because I'm thinking about playing it again, depending on what it does here. AREB. It needs to move up a little more before I'm interested. And this is turned into a multi-day gainer too, and I don't love those. Well, not really. I'll play this retest. But anyways, is anything else moving? If SLMT, I don't know much about it, so it could be really low float or something, but just looking at it technical wise, if this gets back up to like 18, 19, might be a play. But again, I don't really know much about it. SLMT. Small float, but not like it's 1.5 million. I'll play that. Institutional ownership 35, insiders or insider 35, institution 15. Not terrible. I might actually play it here. I'm a little late now, and was just going to risk 1750. I'll just wait. I won't rush into it. It's looking like it wants to die. I usually don't catch them when they're going down like this, but ooh, the locates are super pricey. Never mind. I'm not going to play this one. AREB looks a little bit more interesting. Dang, is there no new PRs right now? I mean, I'm not looking at the comments. Y'all see anything? AREB over 3. Yeah, so y'all are looking at the same things I'm looking at. So I'm going to grab some locates on this. I might actually play 3 small and then add size if it gets to 333. So I'm here small at 3, just in case it's just like a little mini pump. I don't know if we're going to get the full retest. Dang, there's no PRs just pumping. 2 days in a row, I think. And y'all know that this is my favorite time for the PR pumps because money rotates away from these pretty quick. Let's see if we get that full retest. I hope we do. So I got some orders waiting up there at 329. So I only entered 300 shares at $3 just in case it did this and didn't make it all the way, but I might try to hold these and not just get out quickly, but let's see. I entered a little VTYX here, looking weak. Like I said, I played it last night, made a killing on it on this $8 retest. Basically caught that whole move. Close around 680, I believe. I'll have to go back. I sent a screenshot to Cole. I was like, hey, just waiting on my wife. I just took a trade while I was waiting. Love mobile life. I love mobile life, but now I do feel a little disadvantaged when I'm not staring at a computer screen. Because y'all know before this year, I used to do none of this. Like I used to just trade from my phone, but I'm so used to seeing the TradingView charts, a few tabs pulled up of other things. So I do feel a little disadvantaged when I don't have that now. But that was just a simple retest. Didn't risk much with a big reward. So worked out. VRN, is that one moving? No. Man, some weak. We ended up live streaming after hours yesterday in Discord, but sadly it was pretty disappointing. Of course, it's been super hot, and then yesterday it was pretty dead, but probably give it another shot today. Most of the things that were pumping were like super low floats, like less than a million. I try to stay away from those. Yeah, like Xandru, it just was literally I was waiting for something, and I was, if I'm bored, which I rarely am, I usually have plenty to do, but I was just like sitting at a restaurant waiting, and I saw this crazy move up, and then once it made us, remember how I say I like these really strong candles up, like a grind up, I wouldn't have liked it, but strong candle up here, and then I got some at the retest. It tried to fake me out, but it failed immediately. This candle doesn't tell the whole story. It was like as soon as it wicked up, it came back down. I added to it and then just closed around 7 to 680. So it was nice. Nice little play. But y'all know I like some retests just because you know where to get out. If you're wrong, the risk isn't that much, but the reward, I was willing to risk about 20 cents and I ended up catching over $1. So still not seeing anything, guys, which I'm a little disappointed about, but oh well. I don't get to pick the PRs and when they come out and how good they do. I can only play them, but we'll get some plays here. So I'm just in AREB and VTYX, and it's starting to curl up a little bit. Might have got in a little too early. I thought there would be some distractions coming out here at 7, so I got in pretty quick, but not in. I'm only in 200 shares. That shows my confidence. Not very confident. So I'm gonna let it do its thing for a little bit. Oh, here we go. AREB. I might split screen these so I can look at both of these. Why have so we're up to 7. I want to add some here. Might be getting in too early with VTYX, but I'm doing it. I'm in VTYX long from 630. Nice. Why are you long in it? Just curious. Is it just technical base? Because this is a phase 2 overhyped pump if I've ever seen one. Got it. And that makes sense. I just like to, similar to how y'all watch me, I kind of like to see what's in y'all's head too. But yeah, it's about a 50 million float, I think. They have a decent amount of offerings available. So that's why I'm in it. But if you got that entry, that's a solid entry though. Was playing action more. Yeah, that makes sense. So that's why I was asking. Makes sense. SLMT flush, but the locates were super pricey. And I love when we start a live stream, and as soon as I turn it on, like at 7 o'clock, there's a nasty pump. Might not get that today though. Well, obviously not gonna get that today, but maybe 7:15, 7:30, something will come up. BTYX is curling up some more. Blue horseshoe. You might be right on this one. I'll be ready at 8 again though. AREB's flushing a little bit, but I'm gonna let it flush a little more. This might be, I'm hoping this plays over with. Maybe that's one of the last pumps on it, but who knows? See what y'all are saying. I don't think they need money VTYX, but look at the PA when it comes out. The PA? What's that? Price action. Got it. You play that INV NVDA PR pumping down? No, I did not. NASCAR. Was that before 7? Because I didn't. I had a rough morning. I basically had surgery this morning. My wife, it's in the. Some of y'all know this in the medical field. She had a little project this morning. Let's just say that, but I survived. So 280. I'm trying to decide if I want to close here because it's probably going to bounce AREB here, but I kind of want to see it flush more. GMPX. Dang, it was late to that. I hope it hasn't flushed yet. GMPX. Crap. I missed it. Why is my trade why did it not alert that one? That's what I was waiting on, something like that. We're curling back up though. Someone grab some locates. Where was it at again? A little over 16. It's less than a million float. I'll probably leave it alone. Maybe if it curls up a little bit more, I might play it, but it'll probably flush without me. I was doing this in after hours yesterday too. Just feel like I'm missing plays more than usual. VTYX is curling up. So one play's going my way, one's not. So GMPX is pumping back up. I might. Okay. I'm gonna try a little position on it. I had an order waiting at where did I have it waiting at? Yeah, 1595. So I'm in at 1595, but again, very small, low confidence. I got 3 plays to pay attention to. Great. But since this one's a low float, I'm gonna keep my eyes on this one. I might bail pretty quick. Or I might need to bail pretty quick if it goes against me. So it's definitely, I like that it's acknowledging this level. So y'all know this is what I look for. Like it's definitely, it could break it and it could run. I'm not saying this means it's going to reject here, but it is a good sign that it's like acknowledging this 200. So the ones I don't like is when it just blows past it and doesn't look back. That's not a 200 play. This one's acknowledging it. It's a baby float, so I would probably be more surprised if it doesn't run one more time. But I do like that it acknowledged that level. What are these doing? So getting a little flush on VTYX, AREB. So I think I'm in the money with both these now, but need to keep my eye on GMPX. I'm literally only in 100 shares, so it's not that big of a deal. It runs a little bit, but might play the retest, but I'm not going to go heavy with this one because these can get ugly quick. VTYX scared me a little bit in after hours. It had 14 green candles in a row in the 1 minute. Oh, nice, bro. 746 and cover at 675. Nice job. Yeah, I don't know if you just hopped on. I ended up playing that one last night too and worked out pretty well. I usually don't trade that late, but I was kind of just chilling, waiting on something. So I didn't even look up the news. That's weird. I didn't even look up see what GMPX news was. What was it? Let's see. Presents positive preclinical data. Oh, that's weak. Weak preclinical, but it's a low float, so anything can happen. But I am glad it's not like stronger news. Y'all probably see every time I enter a position, I say things like that most of the time, but I'm not, I try not to be overconfident in any play because with these small caps, anything can happen. So I'm up about $100 on it now. Probably should have just closed there to be honest, but I'm gonna see if I catch a little bit better flush because this is the good side of low floats. The bad side, when you short a low float, they can run against you hard. The good side of it is when they finally break, they usually flush pretty hard too. I went ahead and covered half my position, but again, all three of these plays I'm playing pretty small because I don't love any of them. I'll be honest though, one of the reasons I wasn't super confident in GMPX because there's not a lot of distractions for it right now. So I mean, VTYX is curling up a little bit, but nothing that's really truly stealing attention away from it. I'm gonna keep average up on this one though because uh, I like this play a lot. So if you look at, let's see, VTYX. SLXN had a 7 a.m. preclinical trial PR on 9/11, a ran from 448 to 30 in 7 minutes. Only has 730 shares. Yep, that can happen. But that's why I say I'm always cautious because you can pick and choose the ones that do that, but most of them don't do that. You know, I try not to focus on outliers, but be aware that that can happen for sure. So that's why I'm in it. Oh, I'm gonna close now because most of them do this, but I'm still gonna be cautious with these low floats because, like I was saying, they can rip your face off. So I'm gonna close. This ended up being a pretty good play for how little size I was. And the thing with these low floats, again, like what was that NASCAR just gave a very outlier example. But the thing is, like, if you have good risk management with these, just cut it before it makes that massive move. But the problem is sometimes with these low floats, when they start going against you, it's kind of hard to get out of them quick, especially if you're in a big position. But yeah, I've been slowly adding it to my small amounts. I'm still not very big on it, but adding to this VTYX play. I really like it. And I'll tell you why I really like it in a second. And I got to remind myself why I really like it. Last night I really liked it. Let's see. It was something that was posted in the AskEdgar Discord. Let's see, here it is. Okay, one, it's just phase 2 news. And then they have a shelf capacity of 250 million and 100 million at the money on file that they can tap ASAP. March 2024, they did a pipe, 11.17 million shares at 895. Let's see. Management has explicitly stated it expects to finance future cash needs through additional equity offerings. In the money convertibles, so 7.6 million are in the money. They have a decent cash position though. About 25, 26 months of runway. So yeah, I'm just going to slowly average up into it and then add heavy at 8. We might get here sooner than later too. So let me get me, because I've been slowly averaging up in it. I need a heavy position here to get my average where I need it to be. So I'm about to go heavy at 8 and hope it fails. Let the excitement begin. Should have waited till up here, but all good. Like I said, I'm pretty confident in this one, especially the market cap size. This is a big move for this size market cap. Don't blow past 8, please. We got some pretty decent size on the bids though, so I wouldn't be surprised. Somebody's pushing this. But let's see. Got my finger on the trigger if I need to cover. This is a strong move up. So let's see what we do here at 8. This is the entry I should have waited for, but all good. I added pretty heavy here, so let's see what happens. 7:30 is 2 minutes away. Come on, let's get a good PR. Some crypto NVIDIA AI billion-dollar deal, something. So we're back in the 780s. Bounce back up to 790s. North of 8 now. So war going on right here at $8. So if it rips here, I'm probably going to just trim. See if it flushes back down. I'm going to wait for a close. By the way, who was that? Blue Horseshoe? If you had a long at 6:30, you're killing it, bro. Congrats. Uh-oh. So I haven't trimmed out yet. Okay, now the 730 PRs are coming out. Let's see. Let's see if we get some attention stolen from it. And I'm still not going to cover completely on it. I still like this play. And if it runs against me hard, it is what it is. But I just can't be in the size I'm in now because I added pretty heavy at 8. So I'll just trim down. TELO looks like that might be some news that could potentially move. A little, but nothing crazy. Dang, there wasn't very many PRs at 730. Crap. BTYX is flushing. Is something else moving I don't see? Or I shouldn't say flushing, but flushed back down to $8. I'm a little confused though why it's doing that without anything else stealing its attention. I'm not really seeing much. TNGX. So I'm a little late to the comments, guys. So I might be. I'll pull TNGX up. Oh, this thing's looks sketchy. What is this? Yeah, I'm not interested in TNGX. TELO. Is it pumping again? Let's go. Steal attention away. So where are we at on this chart? See if I'm interested in shortening. I'm in quite a few positions right now. So I'm not going to rush to get into this one. Oh, good. I'm just going to keep my eyes on the plays I'm currently in. But if a good alert comes out, feel free to share it. But I don't love TELO. I want to see it move a little bit more. And then I might be. And it looks like it's trying to do that, though. Let's go. So I'm gonna focus most of my attention. I'm actually because I added 1,000, a little aggressive, but I added 1,000 between 8 and 820 on this one. So I was able to get my average up to 781 on this one. So I'm not too far from being in the money, but I'm in pretty heavy now, 1,300 shares. So I'm going to, now that we're at break even, I want to trim just a little bit, get my size down. Okay. Took a little red on that one because I ended up getting out at 785, so lost about 4 cents a share, but it was worth it for me to get my size down just a little bit. I was a little too heavy. But I needed, like I said, I needed to get my average up, so. And now I'm green. Let's see if we get a little bit of better flush, though, back to 720-ish. What's TELO doing? Blushing. Come on, TELO, push a little bit longer. So I can get this little flush. There we go. There we go. Come on. Let's flush. Let's flush. I'm honestly, again, surprised it's flushing without anything really stealing its attention that well. I might trim a little bit here at 760s. I was a little too slow. Oh, here we go. We're back in 760. So I got a little bit there. Yeah, okay. Can breathe a little bit better now. My size is much more manageable. So we good. I don't really, well, I do care what happens, but I'm not stressing like I was being in 1,300 shares. And it was looking like it wanted to rip, but we good now. So still in AREB too. I haven't taken any profits on it. Keeps coming back to VWAP. I should have, but I think it's gonna drop a little harder at some point. But yeah, I haven't loved any of these plays today. Okay, 8 REBs finally broke VWAP. So I'm sitting pretty good with that one. Unfortunately, wasn't that heavy in it, but I'm mainly just watching these two. If y'all see something, let me know. I don't even know if my trade ideas is working this morning. Well, I think it is. There just hasn't been that many pops. Let's go, Joey. You probably made that $25, didn't you? Crazy. Crazy what you've done on that Trade the Pool account, bro. Very impressive. TNGX. Is that the one we were talking about earlier? Yeah, what's the story of this one? It's pushing now. Let's see. I'll pull it up. TNGX. It's kind of sketchy. But it seems like this is a decent level if I was to play it somewhere between where it's at now, about 11 to 13. Maybe it's not a terrible entry on it. Let me learn it. Let me learn a little bit about it. Let's see what's going on with it. TNGX. Let me make sure none of those other positions are going against me. Oh, good. 100 million float. What's the market cap on that? Oh, this is $1 billion market cap. Institutional ownership, 115. No, I'm good. A lot of red flags on this one. Y'all know I'll ignore a few red flags, but it's $1 billion company, massive float, and somehow the institution owns 115%. So hard pass. Fuse, I believe, is a fresh de-SPAC today. Those sometimes get attention. They do. Hope this one does. Doesn't look like it right now, but maybe it will. AREB still dropping. I'm still in it, full position. Being a little greedy with this one. I'm not going to add to my $8, or I'm not going to add here at $8 for VTYX because I like the size I'm at. I like the average I'm at. So if it goes against me, it's still going to be a loss, of course, but it's not going to be as bad as earlier. So I'm just going to let it dance around this level. I think it'll fail, but I'm still in a decent amount of shares. So I'll let it just decide what it wants to do. I'm only in 800 shares now, which is still a decent size for me, but 1,300 was a little too big. But I needed to get my average up and it worked, so. I might close a little bit of AREB here. I'm only in 600 shares, so I'll close 300 here. The reason why I was much smaller with this one is because I was waiting for most of my, I had 1,000 waiting up here at 329, but it never got there. Yeah, still feeling pretty good about VTYX. It's not pushing above 8 strong. And the fact that it's doing that, it's not doing that, and there's not a lot to steal attention away from it, and it's still not doing that. So if there's something that really starts pushing, running hard, maybe that's TNGX. TNGX is pushing now. I'm not playing it. That's that sketchy one we just looked at, but maybe this is the one. It was a little illiquid. Now it's pretty liquid. And you can see the volume bars is substantially going up. But I'm not messing with this one from a short. But I'll root for anything right now. So I'm in the money back with VTYX, but again, I want to see a nice little flush on this thing. I know it has it in it. Like a flush at least down to 740 where the 9 is would be beautiful. And then 710 where VWAP. Be very happy. But you know what? I might trim a little here at 765. Just to keep my size down, just in case I do want to add more at like 820 or 830 if it does pop. So I'm only in 600 shares now. You know, made a few dollars on that, nothing crazy, more just to get my size down. Whoa, ENGX ripping right to that 13 level we talked about. It was the top of these. Even with all that sketchiness, I probably should have played that. That was just a very clear level. Look at it. And it's flushing right off that level. Wow. But it could still push past it. But even a little scalp there would have been nice. And this is kind of what it did last night too. It danced because even when I played it right here, this was a long, what, 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 minutes. Like it looks pretty smooth of a rejection, but this was a long hour because I wasn't confident if it was going to break or not. And then when it finally did, it just gave a lot back. So it'll probably dance around this level a little bit before it flushes. Or it makes its next move up. Can't predict the future, but I'm going to play it how I see it, and I think there's a chance it flushes. We got back up to 13 again. There's another chance to enter it, but I'm going to pass. Jeez, look at this flush. Man, oh, that hurts. That's all right. That's a $1.20 flush right there. I took it 50 shares and out too fast. We're on TNGX. Good job, bro. Get excited when y'all hit plays like that. Let's go. That makes me feel better about me missing it. At least you caught it. So crazy because I live stream pre-market and we're getting a little bit of a flush here on VTYX. But it's so interesting. I don't know if it's because I have viewers watching at this time, but I trade so much lighter in pre-market, but then intraday and after hours, I go so much heavier. I'm not really sure. I haven't just, if y'all been following me recently, the last couple of weeks, honestly, I haven't really seen just really nice A setups though that I'm just like willing to add a lot of size to. Was hoping today we'd get some nice setups, but none of them I'm in love with. TNGX spooked me a little too much, but that might have been the play. The reason I say that is because I've been wanting to size up a little bit more, kind of how I used to trade in 2024 and beginning of this year. But I'm not going to force it. I got to wait for the right plays. I have a goal for the end of the year, and if I hit that, maybe no more W2. We'll see. Yeah, NASCAR, I agree. I agree. And I've been avoiding a lot of these NASCAR. I know you was talking about longs and trying to convert me. At one time, we were joking around. Did you take advantage of these meme pumps like BYND? Because they were gapping up from like crazy moves, like especially overnight. Yeah, we'll see this every, I don't know, 3, 6 months where these memes will get hot for a couple of days. And I just avoid them at this point for the most part. Dang, BATL had a nice retest earlier. I didn't see it. BTYX is going to try. Man, this $8 level is. A war has been going on here. But I'm only down to 600 shares now, so I really, again, obviously I want it to flush, but if it rips, it's not the end of the world. I might actually even add. Try not to get spooked out of it. So I added a little at 819. Again, guys, I wouldn't be surprised either way. So that's why I sized down. Low confidence on this one. I still, I still think it has a good chance of flushing, or I wouldn't be in it. But if it does break a new high, also wouldn't be surprised. But I still like the play. Uh-oh. Next move up. Let's see if it breaks a new high here. I'd love to see in the next 48 seconds it close back under 8. And the reason I said 48 seconds, that's when the 5-minute candle closes. "30 seconds. I'd like to see it back under 8. If not, it could make its next move up, and it might do that right here. Let's see. Had a little ad at 829. So I'm back to 900 shares. I've got a pretty nice little average now, though. Slowly walked it up, but I don't like that this 5-minute candle closed above or as high as it did. Or do I agree? So this has been a rough one. But yeah, appreciate the likes. Thank y'all. Ooh, new high. What does it do here? Because if it holds, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing blasts too. It's got a decent sized float, but if it like breaks a new high and then a big buyer comes in like a Ross, this thing could take off. But still in it. 8 o'clock is 4 minutes away. Maybe there'll be a decent PR, but man, this has been brutal, guys. Sorry about that. But thank y'all for tuning in regardless. I don't watch a lot of other traders. I probably should. What's the sentiment right now? Is people just talking about how slow it is in the pre-market? Or are people more focused on the BYND plays? BOF? I really haven't been gauging the market lately. I've been coming in here blind. What's my average? So my average is 789 now. Not great, but I can live with it. That's what hurt me yesterday, remember? Or was it yesterday or day before? I got in too early. Did the same thing today, trying to scale into this thing. Oh, you don't think you would trade this? Yeah. There's and again, that goes back to why I kind of like this play. There's a lot of reasons why I think it's not going to run, but man, it sure is not dying easy. In phase two, and again, we can have different opinions about phase two, but phase two usually does have a strong pop, but it doesn't usually last. Because if you look, they just want to start phase three in 2026. So fundamentally, nothing has changed with this company. They're not making any more money. Best case scenario, they start phase three in 2026. Best case scenario, it goes well. They might can get it to market 2027, 2028, or Merck or somebody can buy it out from them. So even the best case scenario, fundamentally, nothing really changes with this company. And they have some at the monies on the book, some offerings. So, but sometimes fundamentals don't matter. Like short term, like pre-market right now. You know what I mean? It matters long term, but that doesn't mean it couldn't rip to 10 right now. That just means at some point, if I got stuck in it, I'll probably get bailed out. But y'all know how I trade these days. I don't get stuck in positions anymore. I usually cut pretty quick. Maybe not quick, but at some point. So 1 minute till 8 o'clock news. Don't break a new high before then. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. It's like at some point, it's got to retrace before the next move up, I think. So 8 o'clock is 20 seconds away, and that's when most of the PRs come out. And we're already getting a little bit of a flush. Let's see. Let's see. I probably use the term flush a little too loosely, but flushed back down to 8. Let's say that. So a bunch of news is coming out. Don't know if any of it's good. but a decent amount of PRs just came. NDRA, crypto news. There's a bunch of PRs coming out. Good. I don't know which one's going to run. That's not my job to find which one's going to run, but why is it freezing? Oh yeah, NDRA is pumping. Okay. Very low liquidity on NDR though. NDRA might be a long, honestly. Because I want to see it run a little bit more first. Anything else moving? PPET. Dang, there's no like obvious runner right now. These PRs have been like, that's what I was saying. Again, like I haven't been paying attention to sentiment, but these PRs haven't been pumping as hard. I might not get bailed out of VTYX if nothing else is running. There was 30 PRs that came out, over 30 PRs that came out on Stock Titan, and not one could make a stock run. Y'all need to pick up y'all's PR game. Now, some of these PRs look decent. Like, look at this one, PCAB. Got a biotech news, some crypto news, some more crypto news. I guess nothing that looks like that amazing. Yeah, a share repurchase, OFAL, that didn't run either. It's pretty bullish when the CEO is buying back shares, or the board. Okay, well, we'll watch paint dry a little bit longer. Correct. Ross hasn't taken any trades on none of these easy to borrow high float tickers. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I like it, is because these are usually not the ones that pump hard. And I'm not giving up. I'm actually 2 cents in the money now, but I want to see a flush. Yeah, no, it has been a little weird lately. And y'all probably heard me in the past. I haven't said this very often or lately, but I don't mind the slower markets. For whatever reason, I tend to trade better these slower markets, but this is kind of abnormal. Like without anything pumping at 7, 7:30, or 8, like real pumps. Like I got to have something to work with because I'm gonna take a trade. Like I'm not saying that's the best way to be. There's a lot of people that sit on their hands and don't trade. If I'm in front of my computer, I'm usually gonna find a trade to take. And again, I'm not saying that's the right way to be, but dispersed attention traders aren't focused on a particular ticket. No, you're 100% right. That's why I'm all about the money rotation. I wanted to see a nice 8 o'clock pump because I think money could have rotated away from VTYX. Because this is one of my favorite spots for money rotation, right before it's about to break a new high. You know what I mean? And then it loses all momentum. But we didn't get that. But now that we're at 784, I'm going to trim a little bit more, just get my size back down. I like 600. So back to 600 shares. And my average is 789. So nothing in the world, but I would like to see that flush. Trimmed 100 more at 775, I think. Again, not making much on it, just got my size down. So now I'm down to 500 shares, so I'm chilling now. Whatever happens, happens. Jesus, take the wheel. And this would be one I'd potentially hold all day too, because again, I think this one's going to fade. Like just hold a few runners, but nothing else is really getting attention. I might just get out at VWAP and call it a day. I'm kind of tired of this ticker, if I'm being honest. Stared at it a lot after hours yesterday, and now I've been staring at it all pre-market. Nice flush off the 200 on GMPX. And this is another thing I hate about when I'm stuck on a ticker like this. I'm missing everything else. Well, there's not really much to miss, but did miss this play. I probably would have played that. Y'all know I love me a 200 daily SMA play. BBGI. Oh, this is probably a fake out. BBGI. Yeah. I think this is the move right here, guys. Let's go flush. I got some. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm trimming. Got out at the 750s, holding a little bit more. Let's go. Didn't make that much on it, but I want to get out of it, to be honest. So I'm down to only a minimal amount of shares now. And I had an order sitting at 743 for my final shares. It's a little bit higher than VWAP, but I just want to make sure I get out. You know what? Actually, I think I'm going to just hold on to these. Where am I at on the day? Gee, it's all this. I'm up $392 on the day. And only realized like $100. So man, it's been rough. DCIG is moving. I like this ticker. This one. I'm still just not pumped enough. And you said there's a retest on GMPX again? Yeah, I keep missing it. Y'all know I like to set orders, and I don't know why I haven't done it with this one. Again, just VTYX has just been stealing most of my attention. Hope y'all got to play it though. It'll probably flush this time. Delaney, let's go. 579. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this one just dies off here. Double retest. I think it's going to flush past VWAP. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see. I'm not in it, but I'm rooting for you, Delaney. Oh yeah, I think it's going down. It might dance around here, but this candle wicked a little bit lower, so it's recovering here though, but I still think it goes down. Nice recovery though. From 14.50 to a 70-cent, 80-cent recovery now. Bro, VTYX is stressing me out. I got some more. I want to re-add at 18.19 and 18.29 and 18.39. UFF. What's UFF? Offering GMPX. Oh, let's go. Please tell me you call that Delaney. I was right. It was going to flush. But I didn't expect that. I got out right before. Let's go, Delaney. You probably can. And Delaney, I saw you had your best day yesterday too. I appreciate the love to the group, even though you came in killing it, but I'm glad we could help. And that's the point of the group, bro. Like, all of us trade a little different, but I definitely, like I've said on the end of month calls that we have in the Discord, which I have a free trial for, which is well worth it. Since I opened it up, like I haven't really changed. Like nobody has said anything that's really like made me change so much as a trader, but all the little tips and tricks I learned from all of y'all, that the way y'all, whether it's ones that y'all avoid or entries, or if the locate fees are high, just little tricks and tips like that, that's really helped me dial in my strategy. I think on a twin. I'm either 20 or 21 day streak right now, so I haven't went on a 21-day green streak in a long time. So pretty excited about that. SCNX is pumping. I might be interested in this one. SCNX. So where's this one going? Well, we're at some previous support turn resistance, so I might start scaling in here actually, guys. Small. Got a pretty good fill at 77. Time will tell if that's a good fill, but I think it's decent. But I got a bunch more locates sitting on the sideline because I don't know where this one's going. Let me do some research. I don't even know what the news is. Announces start of commercial sales and fulfillment of first orders for losartan potassium. First FDA approved, ready to use losartan oral suspended, commercially launched with first customer orders fulfilled. I mean, I don't think the news is trash, but I don't think it's really that game changing. Let me look more into this company. I got time. It's just kind of dancing around. SCNX. Float 18 million. Overall offering risk very high. They don't have much cash. What kind of offerings do they have available? Oh, what's this one doing? Okay, still dancing around 8. Getting a little bit of a flush here. I'm probably going to hold. Might regret that, but I'm not getting out of VWAP. I'm just not in very heavy. It's not even worth it. So where is it worth it at? So where do I want to go heavy at? There's no levels I really love that much, but I do like this $1. It wicked down here and pulled back. One's a psychological level, 112, 116. Like this little resistance here from like 80 to 85 cents. This isn't exact, but basically the range from 80 to 85. If it gets back up there, I'll add some. Sorry if y'all are commenting. I'm doing some research. All right, my thesis kind of stays the same. I'll play it. I'll add some in 80 to 85. Probably 85 if it gets up there. Sitting basically break even on it now. So don't love it, don't hate it. I'll play it. Okay, I'll see what y'all are saying. CNX, I'm out. Don't have any patience for this one. Martin, bro, good to see you on. Throwing us out some levels. I like it. If it gets up there, I will definitely be interested. Just Trading said zero revenue in the past. Now it's starting to come in. Maybe it changes valuation a bit. Could be. Getting a little flush here. I'm up about 70 bucks, 80 bucks, 90 bucks now. It's the ones that play light are the ones that flush lately. It's annoying. So I got out at, where did I get out at? I'm not going to be patient with this one either. I got out at 0.723. About time the bottom. I got to 71, but just went ahead and got out. I was up like almost 100 bucks on it, so I figured it might bounce back, and it's doing that. So I'm not going to enter here. I want to see if it makes another little push before I enter. I should probably check on VTYX. What a surprise. It's dancing around 8 bucks. Like I said, I have an order at 819, 829, and 839. Very small. All three of those are small. Just moving my average up. I still like this play, guys. I think it's gonna fade. I think the float's too big to pump. They have offerings, but it has been, or they have dilution available, multiple options that they can snap their fingers and do today. They do have a decent cash position, but the CEO has said that they will need more cash to complete their phase 2 and 3 trials because they have a bunch going, or a few going. So I like it still, so I'm gonna hold on to it. It's teaching me patience, that's for sure. So I have an order sitting at 84 cents on this one if it gets there. It might not. I think it might get stuck here around 80. You know what? I'm gonna add an order here at 79 cents. I'm gonna add 1,000 shares. Well, before I could press it, it got up to 81. So I'm in at 81 technically. Well, 80.8069. So almost 81. So now we're pushing 82. I'll add some more at 85 if it gets there. Let's go. NITO. Well, these things be flushing too quick lately, man. Okay, the like it's coming back up. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some locates while I do some research on it. Another baby float. Be careful. 750K. And announces closing a merger. Oh, I don't. Let's see. Merger news plus low float. They have a good cash position. Overall offering risk is low. Don't love the play, but if it pushes, I don't know what these. Oh, I drew these levels. So if it pushes back to 6, 7, I'll play it, but I'm not playing it here. It has a, according to AskEdgar, 750K float. SCNX is up to 85 cents now. So I'm in 2,000 shares now. And these were kind of little random levels I drew on the daily. So just in this range, you can tell there's a lot of resistance or previous support. So it could push past it, which I think it's doing right now. Actually, yeah, it's pushing past it. But I want to see if this slows it down some. If not, I will be waiting at $1 pretty heavy. Might throw 3, 4, 5K shares at it to see what it does. Yeah, I'm not trimming this one. I'm only in 2,000 shares. NITO flushed. I'm playing the wrong tickers today. What levels do y'all like on SC and X? No, Mark, you said 95 to $1. You might get it, bro. Your patient might pay off here. Oh, it's played this news a few times. Talking about SCNX or the NITO? Yes, SCNX, fundamentally, they're kind of a rough company. Based out of Tampa, my neck of the woods. Oh, you're right. They brought up Lasartin a few times in their PRs. Well, you're talking about NITO, but I think even CNX, they've dropped a few PRs. So on October 16th, it says becomes first FDA approved, and then today is saying they got their first sale. So What a surprise. Too slow again. There's just no follow through with these pumps. I don't know why. Trim my shares down. So I'm only in 1,000 shares now. I got out at 85 and some change. Lost maybe 20 bucks on it, but I'm only at 1,000 shares now, just in case it pushes to $1. I don't even like this play. It's like barely moving. Trash, trash, trash. Apologies for being a little negative this morning, but man, these plays have been underwhelming. Yeah, I've been waiting for this dump with VTYX for a minute. I don't even think I'm going to close at VWAP. Well, did I get any more shares added? Let's see. Yeah, so I'm sitting at 500 shares. I'll probably take some more off at VWAP, but I want to hold some. This one owes me more for how long I've stared at it. SCNX pumping. Slow motion, but it's pumping. So SCNX. On the 17th of October, NASDAQ again flagged SCNX for bid price noncompliance. Less than $1 for 30 days. Their deadline was April 26th. On the 16th of October, they closed the 3.5 million net senior security promissory note with Streeterville Capital. Active tools, they have 9.2 million at the money. I'm getting ready to add it to this too. I have, you know what? Let me go ahead. I'm gonna have 5,000 shares waiting at 99 cents. Let me get that going, then I'll read more about it. Good, the locates are still cheap because it's a big float. Okay, got some at 98 and 99 cents. But so they have a 9.2 million at the money and a 50 million equity line, effective of 100 million universal shelf. Management explicitly states substantial doubt about going concern and plans to fund operation. Oh yeah, they don't have hardly any money. So bottom line, It's a microcap healthcare IT play that has effectively sold off its operating businesses and is burning $10 million per year. Management is financing the gap through a steady stream of share sales at the monies, RDOs, equity lines, and short-term high-cost debt. Okay. So it's a trash company. I mean, that's what it is. It still might pump, but it's a trash company. So yeah, I have my orders waiting at 98.99. We'll see if it gets there. And did the same thing with this one. Got in too early. I mean, I made money on the first little flush, but should have waited for $1. But I got 5,000 shares waiting between 98 and 99. Just curious why you're not shorting GNPX. There's another one that dropped the offering. Like, why would I short it right here? Are you talking about like right here? Yeah, I'm not shorting it right here. But if it, I shorted it earlier, but I'm not shorting it right here. Were you talking about earlier? I did miss this VWAP or the 200 retest though. I'm more likely to go long right here. I think there's a better chance it bounces. Oh, we're getting that flush. Oh, we're in the 740s now. Let's freaking go. So I got out of most of my position at 746. Ended up doing pretty dang good on it. Well, not that great, but a couple $100. But for this morning, probably my biggest play, sadly. It's been rough. After the news came out, IMBS. Which one is this again? We're at the pivot level. I don't love it, but I got a little entry here. There we go. And I have more waiting right here. So let's got in at 141. I don't know anything about this play. I'm gonna do some research real quick before it runs against me. I'm playing a. Today just felt like chaos. 8 million float, so not too concerned there. Institutional ownership low. The news is secures major UK contract with multinational industrial service provider, whatever that means. So I'm up about $70 on it now. So again, just playing small. Like y'all saw yesterday, intraday hit $1,000 play, but I can't hit anything over 100 or $200 in pre-market lately. I don't know why, but I'm still holding. Up about 150 on it now. So I'm going to cover some here. But again, not much size because don't love any of these plays. And again, sorry if it sounds like I'm complaining, but just been very disappointed with this pre-market. And I'm still holding some runners because I like misery, I guess, on VTYX just to see if it flushes some more. Good chance it does bounce right here, but I'm only in 200 shares now just for the fun of it. I still just think this thing dies at some point. And these are kind of like house money plays. So if it breaks a new high, let's just say over 850, I'll stop out. But I'm net positive with this play, so I'll let these runners just do their thing. I'm gonna get out of the rest of IMBS. I left a couple runners on this one too. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Still didn't make that much on it, but little base hits, bunts. M-A-I-A. Okay, we got a little pump here. Ooh, we got a 200 right here too. Boom, boom. Thanks for the heads up with this one. I'm gonna get me, so come on, go faster. Okay, I just got my locates. I'm gonna get a position here. And now I'm gonna do some research. So MAIA. MAIA. 25 million float, big boy. Offering, overall offering risk very high. Offering availability very high. Low institutional ownership. Big float. The news is 30-month patent survival in ongoing phase 2 clinical trial. So this is not a completed trial. This is ongoing. So they're just giving an update. So this doesn't mean they passed phase 2. So I actually like this play. I wish it was up more than 25%. That's my main thing I don't like about it. But and it's getting close to 9. You'll know I tell y'all this every freaking day. But win rate goes down after 8:30. Especially after 9. So I'm gonna hold on to it a little bit though. This news is subpar. I entered 1,000 shares at $1.77. I got a really good feel on it. So up about $100, but I want to see if it flushes a little bit more. Trying to decide if I want to take some profit here. No. So decent sized bid at 165, but it's getting destroyed right now. So I think it's about to flush. Nope. It's busted through the ass. Seeing some decent sized bids on this thing. Somebody's wanting it to go up. Is Ross in this one? Still in it, but we'd like to see it flush a little quicker. Here we go. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna trim a little here. Trim in the 150s. And I'm out. I just went ahead and got out of it. Oh, is SC in already? I totally forgot about that play. Let me go check it out. Oh, it never did get to my target, so. Dang, it got to 98 cents, but didn't hit none of my shares got filled. Maybe some of us created a wall there. I already forgot about this play. SCNX. Yeah, looks like it got to 98 cents, but I didn't get filled. Still, I'm only in 1,000 shares. This one is obviously went against me, but I have 2,000 shares waiting at 98 cents and 3,000 at 99 cents. So Jed, how do you decide when to cover? That's a good question, bro. And I think that's one of the weak parts of my strategy, to be honest. I don't always know. It's we're trading small caps. All it takes is one big well or a decent sized position to send it in the opposite direction. So I really like taking profit at VWAP, obviously, but if it, I like to also hold some runners to see if it flush because they're very attracted to this 200 5-minute. Like when they give out, that's usually where they go. So I like to try to hold some for that. Like that's what kind of what this one went. But I don't know. It's really based on price action, how it's flushing. If it's a really intense red candle like this, I'll usually take profit because similar to after a big green candle, you get a red candle. If you get a big death red candle, there's usually a green candle to follow. So it's, I wish I had, us being discretionary traders, you got to fill it out a lot, you know, so I'm not the best at because sometimes I trim too early and I should have held, and sometimes I'm greedy and should have took profit, and then it reverses. So I like to try to take some profit just because it annoys me when I get more annoyed not taking profit than taking profit too early, if that makes sense. So if it flushes and I take profit and it keeps flushing, yeah, it's a little annoying, but I secured some money. But what makes me even more annoyed is when I'm quote unquote greedy and want it to flush more and then it reverses and it turns into a red play. You're ready to fight somebody over that. So I usually try to take trim when I can. So I'm only down 56 bucks on SCNX, and I'm just gonna get out here. Hurry. Okay, cool. At VWAP, because I think it's gonna keep moving up. So I was down like over 100 bucks on it. So I got out at down 60. If it flushes without me and I miss it, I don't really care. But if it does push to 98 cents, 99 cents, I'll be sitting nice. I won't have to worry about this early entry. So lost 60 bucks on that. I'm fine with it. And I'm still holding some runners on VTYX. So it's finally below VWAP. Might bounce, but sitting at 588 on the day now. So not too bad, but not great either. And again, this is not me trying to, somebody said something earlier about, remember people are working minimum wage, $8. I get that, but I also have my goals that I'm trying to achieve. So I have paid my tuition, so my standards are a little high right now, but I am definitely appreciate it and thankful and blessed for sure. But I'm going to have that chip on my shoulder and want more. because I think that's what makes me who I am. So, oh, this is a nice little retest. It's not up enough. I don't think I'm gonna play it. A lot of weak pops today. Maybe if it gets back to 3. Well, we're pushing. I'm grabbing some locates just in case. Locates are cheap, so maybe the float's not too crazy. I'm in at 299. Got a killer entry. I think time will tell. But let me do some research on it. Thought it was about to make me eat my words. Massive float on this one. Trash company. They need cash, a bunch of offering, low institutional ownership. Well, 23, but that's low. It's Israeli, phase 2 trial, positive clinical data. Not bad. I'm probably going to get out here. I entered 1,000 shares, which would look kind of ballsy for a 20% pop for me. So I'm up almost 200 on it. I want to see if it fades more, but okay. Okay, I'm getting out here. Because it's only up 20%. Gosh, I hate these little small pops because I jump out of these way too quick. So made a couple hundred on that one. And if it comes back to 3, I might play it again. So I'm going to keep my eye on it. Still holding VTYX. I just want to see if this fades throughout the day or at least throughout pre-market. Looks like bears might have won this battle, but I know a few of y'all caught some entries right here and wrote it up. So congrats to the longs who did that. But it looks like we might win the battle from 7:25 to 9 o'clock, but no telling what happens with market open. Anything can happen. I say we won the battle, but again, there's a good opportunity for longs here, and now there's a good opportunity for shorts, so it was just painful. Thanks for stopping by, BG. Hey there, I was wondering, are you in need of any editor? For sure. I don't know anything about this. Hit me up on my Instagram. It's in the description. I live in the Wendy's parking lot, free Wi-Fi and food. Dumpster is a little cramped. Oh my God. I don't know. I assume you're kidding. Might have made more money crashing my locates this morning. Yeah, it was rough, bro. Oh yeah, what happened to SCNX? I got out of it. Ooh, nice little drop. Should have held, but again, I'm pretty content with that one. Wish it would have got these fills though at 98. It's funny because I got in too early and then I set my entries too high. Whatever, it happens. Because I told you I have 5,000 shares waiting right here. If I would have called that flush, it would have been nice, but didn't trade that well today. But again, sitting now, I'm at 782 on the morning, so it turned out not to be that bad. I keep wanting to scale up, but I'm being very strategic about it, about like it's got to be A setups, and I don't think we got one A setup today, to be honest. For me, my A setups. Joey, I got in a little early, needed to hit 79 cents. Yes, same, bro. Got in way too early. But there's a chance it gets there. When you were watching SCNX around 93, 94 cents, it was looking really weak, wasn't it? Do you look for that kind of volume price action, lack of buying? I don't really look at the volume, but and I don't really look at candle formations either that much. So I don't really know how to answer that. I mostly just play levels. Like the candles a little bit, like obviously this right here wicked up and failed, but since I was already in so early, I really just wanted to wait for it to get to the level I wanted to enter. And again, I'm a very unorthodox trader. People have told me that, probably because I'm self-taught, like loaner self-taught, like 2023 and 2024. Last year I made quite a bit of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars doing this, and I didn't even have like VWAP on my chart. Didn't even have moving averages until TradeZero did an update and they just appeared on my chart. So it's really hard to explain how I trade, to be honest, being a discretionary trader. I don't know how I did it previously without moving averages and VWAP. I would never be able to do that again. But I do look at like the candle formations, like you can see how it's topping out right here. So I just was ignoring that at the time. Like there was plenty of signs that this was like having trouble holding. So that would have been a good entry, but I was just waiting for my 98 to 99 cents, to be honest. So that's the hardest part about talking about my trading, to be honest. It's so discretionary, but I try to share like the tips and tricks that I've learned along the way, but it's very discretionary, very discretionary. So that probably didn't help at all. Day trading or swing trading? Oh, it was all day trading. This is what we're doing right now. But I didn't play levels as much. I would enter a little more blindly, average up, and say a prayer that I don't get blown up. I'm kind of exaggerating a little bit, but it wasn't that far from it. So, because at the end of the day, almost all of these go back to where they started. So swing maybe a couple times a month if I got stuck in a play, but most of the time I didn't swing too much. Yeah, appreciate it. I hate when I can't explain things to y'all like very clearly. And the reason I brought up the not to brag about the VWAP and the moving averages is quite ignorant not to use those, but I kind of just got used to just watching these pumps, kind of entering where I thought they were about to give out. And again, like maybe it was just a good time, maybe a little luck involved too. But I've dialed it in a little bit. But yeah, no, I had a really good year last year. I think I'll have a better year last year than I have this year because I was going a little heavier. But summer was rough for me. I was green overall for summer, but man, I had some bonehead plays along the way. So that is probably why I'm probably gonna come in less than what I came in last year. Crypto treasury plays. Y'all probably heard me say this. I gave 6 figures back in those. So it's 9 o'clock. Let's see if there's any PRs. If not, I'll probably be signing off soon. VTYX. Oh, did it move back up? Oh no, it's kind of hanging out in that spot. Do you think VYTX is trying to bounce? No. I mean, it could. I mean, I don't know what it's trying to do. So again, I don't look at volume much, but I'm not seeing a lot of volume coming in here at VWAP to like push it back up. Could it? Yeah. But I played it, I don't know if you just got on, I played it from 8 and I got out most right here. It definitely could bounce, but I'm holding some runners because I think it eventually flushes. It's a big float. And they have some offering availability. IBIO. IBIO. There's the 200 right here, but kind of already busted above it. 200 would be about right here. I don't really love this one, to be honest. I think there's a good chance it does fail here at 2 and kind of comes back down to this area, but after 9 o'clock, I'm a little bit more picky with my entries. There's your bounce on BTYX. Yeah, and this isn't like, I mean, it's not really a quote unquote multi-day runner by most. I mean, I guess technically it is. It's up multiple days. So, but this looks like a pretty strong trend. See this? And again, it might flush back here, and it probably will flush back to about 170 before it keeps moving. We're seeing it happen right now. But what I really like are these plays that just shoot up out of nowhere, like this. For pre-market PR plays that I live stream, this is what I'm looking for. Just stupid quick moves up and then fails. This is more of like a, you know, this thing's trending up. So you might can scalp it, catch this little flush right here. I think it's not a bad play, but I'm not going to play it. Here it goes. Look at it. So if I still have orders waiting at 819, 829, and 839. But I'm probably going to hop off here soon. Y'all know I usually hop off at 9. Let's see, before I bounce, is there anything else? And again, guys, today was a little rough. I appreciate y'all staying on and collaborating, telling me plays, or calling out plays. Hopefully y'all made a little bit of money, or you didn't lose money. But on that note, I'm not really seeing much, and I'm just holding on to these VTYX runners. But I will, I'll see y'all next time, and I won't be live streaming on YouTube tomorrow, Discord exclusive. I have a free trial for it. Link is in the description, and we're also doing end of day fades tomorrow, Friday. But on that note, I will see y'all next time.